I really believe that men and women are equal. I think I raised it on Amagents with Tutibo no Pensin. And I'm still struggling to articulate it the way I want. But this is going to this point of men and women fighting against each other. We are the same. No, we are equal, but we're not the same. Men and women. In the same way, men and men are equal, but not the same. So normally when I say to people, men and women are equal, they're like, no, there's no such thing. Everyone knows according to nature and I know what they're trying to say. I know where it comes from, especially the law of averages. But when we speak nature, there are guys that are born a certain way. There are men that are born shorter. There are men that are born with a higher dose of estrogen. There are men that are maybe just born bigger. Stula, somchita. So when we go to school and we participate in sports, the boy who's a stula doesn't run fast in the 100 meters. The boy who's shorter doesn't get to make the basketball team. The boy who doesn't have like a photographic memory doesn't do well in class. The boy who later on in life, for whatever reason, struggles to make money. That gent is also a man. He gets to vote. He gets to become a leader because of patriarchy. When it comes to family functions, he gets asked along with amanya madoda noma bafana. But you realize he's not the same as other gents. And then there are women born tall, super fast, super athletic. Later on in life, making money to them is like breathing. But now, because of like societal prescriptions, that lady now can't lead the family. That lady shouldn't inherit this. Makusakubizwa my daughter to go and discuss, she gets left out. And I think that's a disservice to ourselves as society, to a lot of our families with capable female leaders. And it's a misinterpretation of what nature wanted from us. Because there's nature, of course, and then there's human creation. We live in cultural norms at any given time. When we are at war, normally they send men to fight. Why do they send men to fight? Because men tend to have higher testosterone, they're more aggressive, they're physically stronger, generally. And we don't have to worry as much about men because they're not the carriers of babies, they're not the nurturers. That is a culture of the day, and the women get left behind. Back in the day, of course, we'd hunt. And normally the people that would hunt would be the men because they're faster, stronger, can climb easier. So it becomes merit-based. As the world has changed and we no longer need to hunt physically, and we no longer necessarily need to lift things with our bodies because we've got machinery, equipment, we've got tractors and cranes and the like, there's less of a need for the physical specimen aspect of a man. And in the real world today that is run by money, the brain becomes now the thing that you flex. And those of us that studied at school with girls will know how smart girls are and how easily they can make money in a world where your brain, math, science gets you into law, medicine, engineering, accounting, etc. So you realize that this thing of making money, being skilled is no longer about, as a man, Pella, I am. And some of the things that men would flex at a time where women were kept out of the mainstream economy, like I'm a provider, now women can provide because they have money. A woman can hire another woman to look after her kids, to cook, to clean. A woman can hire other men to clean the yard, to come and do plumbing, electrical work, to work as security. We are equal, even though we are not the same. And I know it becomes a huge debate, and I know we have the legacies of the past and patriarchy and culture. But I really fundamentally think that if we can embrace that we are equal, however that we're not the same, man, woman, man, I think we can start making some type of progress. I say this on the back of many people are struggling emjolweni. Many are struggling. I know a lot of gents who are single, who have low self-esteem, who are not dating, and who now in their mid-30s, late 30s, 40s don't have children. And when you try and figure out why, it's because their definition of manhood is provision, and to them, provision is money. And because they were dealt a bad card in life where they didn't do well at school academically, because they couldn't get like a high-paying job, it's almost like your manhood is gone, like you don't have balls. Indoda enjani engakwazi ukondla umfazi. But we live in an age where like the women are capable. And if those women could be sensitive to that, they could come to the party, the guys could come to the party, and we can say, look, are you attracted to this man? Are you attracted to this woman? Physically, sure, I think he's decent looking. I think she's pretty. Hey, I'm attracted to her just from a physical. That's nature. Now let's come together, and in our coming together, number one, who must do like the macking? No, obviously the man. Why? Why must it be the man? No, but everyone no, that's human creation. What if a girl literally sees a guy that she likes and she's like, I really want to be with that guy, but obviously I can't ask him out. I mean, that's inappropriate. I'm a woman. That means there's a chance that that girl will never get the best quality man she could get. She'll only ever get the best quality man that will mac on her.